We are one. We are miners. We are Rabid. Red Panda Mining.
What's going on? Red Panda's in the house, I see. What's everyone up to? What's going on? Hopefully that worked and I just didn't sound like a fool or something. Anyway, scrolling up. What do we got in the house? See what's happening here. We got Sling Buzz, Crypto Baltus, Skirm Buzz, Sling Buzz again. Scrolling through, trying not to repeat too many times here. Sloth Squatch, what is happening? MV Capital, what's going on? Travelers Travels, welcome. The Pirate in the house. We got 306 Miner. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this done. All track 89. I mean, I almost said 98. You know, a little dyslexia happening there. Middleman Miner, what is happening? Automatic Beats, what's going on? Metal Muscle. Oh no, it jumped on me already. That was fast. Okay, if I missed anyone, I apologize. I need my COD. Aquilivian, hey, what's going on? Danielle Carr, Middleman Miner. Kazuma X, what's going on, Kazuma? The Neat, Crazy, and hopefully I got everyone. You can just yell at me if I didn't. We got 57 current viewers at the start here. 11 likes. You guys know what to do. Hit that like button right now. All right, so anyway, a little pause there. Oh, Hash Force, what's happening? So what do we do? So this morning I actually got my power bill in and I looked at it and I was looking at the coins I had and I was going to sell and I was like, hey, I need to cover my power bill. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to dip into some of my extra funds from before with CPUs and stuff. But I went straight over to my mining rigs, well, to my GPUs and stuff, and I unplugged them. ASAP, I unplug, and I was looking at my box miners. I'm like, what? I got to kill some of these, probably all of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then I started looking at prices again, and I plugged my GPUs back in, and it's like, oh, what do I do? We're at a middle ground here, and I'm just like, oh, so like go the whole round profit next month. You know, power bill comes out, and if everything drops in price, obviously I'm not going to be able to cover my power bill. The sustainability I don't really have right now, and it kind of sucks. Because I'm dipping out of other funds, hoping that pump happens. Again, we hope that's still a couple of years away, but I'm not selling any of my current GPU coins, which I normally would have, because I feel Caspa and Nexa and all these coins could have a massive, huge, bright future. So I don't want to sell them right now. And I kind of pulled out of, I guess, extra little savings aspect out of my CPUs and stuff to cover my power bill. I haven't paid it yet, but yeah, I got all the funds transferred and sold certain coins, other coins, and so on. So yeah, that's what I got going on this morning. Anyway, any way you look right now, we can see GPU mining is currently looking green. The break even is probably around the 14-15 cent mark. And, you know, depending on other coins, it's only the top 3 or 4 coins that are actually profitable right now for 11 cents per kilowatt hour, which is I pay in USD. About 15.5 cents Canadian is what I get. But depending on the tools you use, you will get a different answer. Let's start with hashrate.no first. Let's start here, and here it's telling us Nexa, depending on your GPU, Dynex, Nexa. Caspa still with, looks like the AMDs is Caspa, and then Dynex, Nexa. But if we go to what to mine, it's not putting Nexa up there very much. It's actually Radiant is actually popping out on top of the spot. Now look at this, Radiant at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, current profits, current 24 hours, everything 14 cents after power on Radiant. That's crazy. Caspa looks like currently right now 11 cents. We got Next is now at 9 cents here, and third we got a Lithium at 6 cents. And the big thing here, all of these coins that are currently in the top profitability and the current ones that are pumping the most are none of the coins people were really talking about prior to the Ethereum merge. You know, it was always, we were talking about Ergo, we were talking about Flux, we were talking about Raven Coin, and all these other coins, which are still not profitable. And I know everyone was saying, you know, there could be coins coming out that could help out GPU miners and take it over. And we're starting to see that right now. We're still very early, but it's going to be a very interesting bull market if we can see these coins, like, you know, do what Flux did in 2021. What if these go 40,000% or something? That's going to be absolutely insane. Now, I don't know if they'll go 40,000. That'd be sweet. But, you know, 1,000x something, 10,000, no idea. But I feel, you know, stuff like Caspa and Nexa, even a Lithium lately, they may able be able to pull off some crazy numbers potentially. So this is the start of, potentially some interesting times. So what do you guys think about this? I don't know what to mind. Yeah, Ergo, I don't have a feeling for Ergo anymore. Remember, that was pre-merge hype. We should have like a timeline. Pre-merge hype and post-merge hype. And it seems like everything that's been happening after the Ethereum merge, we're looking and talking about different coins than before the Ethereum merge, because like I said, these coins weren't around at the time. So new coins are emerging and we're starting to see profitability across them. So it's interesting. Only because of lunatic devs. I mine Caspa and Alephium. No more Nexa. Too much heat when mining Nexa. That's very interesting too. Like I was looking, now I went into mining pool stats. I was like, okay, Nexa's back up again. I was mining it for couple of weeks last week. Kazuma, thank you very much for the 2 euros. Bullish on Furo, bro, bearish on Flux. Oh, gee, I'm not saying you don't have to be bearish on them. Like they can definitely still do stuff. It's just looking like pre-bull run hype is focusing on some other things there. Actually, it looks like Nexa came down a little bit. It was actually at 17, 0.00017, and now it's down a little bit, but it's seeing some more price increase coming on, so that's actually pretty sweet. When Maxi, March 7th, hey, this is a big deal, guys. Potentially, I don't know. Okay, where is this? Can you see this in a good screen here? Where's a good screen to show you guys this? I was not aware about this, but you can kind of see this. So Nexa posted 4 hours ago. When Maxi, March 7th. So March 7th. MEXC is a fairly big exchange. We may see Nexa getting some another big price boost bumping onto here. So keep an eye on that, guys. March 7 looks like the thing. And hey, if you want to sign up, you're not a MEXC user, I do have a link down in the description. So check that one out. But I do use that exchange actually for a lot of things. For some reason, I don't know. I still don't find myself utilizing Binance as much as everyone says how great it is. I don't know. There's something about it that I don't use it. I use a lot of other things. But regardless, don't matter. What are you guys doing? What are you guys using? Dynex has a new miner, went from 111 hash to 170 on your 3060s. Nice. Yes, I did see Dynex has it. It does seem like there's more tweaking involved with it. You got to set your actual, what are they calling those? Can't even remember what they're calling that. What are they calling those things? Your cores or your chips, your Dynex chips. Yeah, you got to set certain parameters so you get an X amount. It sounds like there's a lot more tweaking involved. Depending where you look, some people are seeing increased hash rates. Other people are seeing less hash rate. Other people are the same. Other people are saying it's supposed to be fixing the CPU issues, but it's not. So I don't know. There's still a lot of uncertainty. I haven't looked into it at all yet because we're seeing some other coins that are actually just more profitable, right? So that's where it comes down to. But the other big thing is some people have messaged me, their majority of Dynex hash rate is within 3 or 4 addresses. And to the top, but it seems like this new miner didn't affect their hash rate. They're still hanging out at the same hash rate. So what is that telling us? Are they using something else? Are they using different hardware that none of us can use? What's going on if this new miner emerges and then all of a sudden we're all coming up with these issues? Some are saying higher, some are saying lower, and then the top, addresses maintain the same hash rate with a magical new miner releasing. So something doesn't feel right, but we just don't know. What is this? The devs of LCC, LTRM, and BTSH will be on Exegish soonish when accumulated 100 USD, currently at 81 USD, maybe next week. Daniel Carr, what? The devs of LCC. So what do you mean the devs? The devs are listing themselves on an exchange so you can buy the dev? I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Are you referring to that other coin that they just dropped, or what's happening there? I've talking about Alephium for a year. Seb Chap S has been talking about it for a year. I know Serpent X has been talking about Alephium for a long time as well. I found I had a seed phrase for a wallet. I don't know if I have any. I don't even know if I've tried it before. I think I might have tried to hook up dual mining once to it and then for 5 minutes got it working and shut it off. I don't think I have any Alephium, but then again, I haven't looked into my wallet to see if I have any. So I don't know. Sorry, TC. Oh, Tachi coin. Tatachi coin. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's the one you were mentioned to me about. I'm actually currently mining that because I have no idea. I'm spec mining something, hoping for, I guess, a quick money grab, but I don't know. What's going on with XDAG coin? Mainnet soon. XDAG is on mainnet, aren't they? No, they have a testnet going on for a new version of being able to run your own nodes and stuff like that. And that's a big deal for me, I find. So actually, let's take a look at that. We're going to be all over the place today. I already feel it. I already know it. Let's take a look at XDAG now, because I wanted to look at the L3 Plus thing and all sorts of other things. L3 Plus now, guys, is actually, there's a mod you can do. I don't know how to do it. I don't have any of the stuff, but it's making it middle ground of a Doge Pro. So we'll look at that in a minute too, remind me. But let's start with XDAG now. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Anyway, so we're at XDAG, 31.96 mega hash currently on the network. Now, XDAG is a really weird one. It's a very interesting coin to me. I don't know what they're doing, but I mentioned this previously. If you mine to the pool, it's not that profitable. But if you actually solo mine, it's a fairly profitable coin. They have decent sized pool fees here. We can see the majority of the hash rate is solo mining as well. It's on RandomX. That's the same algorithm as like Monero and stuff. So 2 sticks of RAM, low latency RAM is catering your CPU favor. So we got those things going on. But it sounds like during the mainnet, they are testing it, and we're going to be able to run our own nodes at that point. Right now, it's all like these privatized type of pools. It's not really public. We can't run any more pools, and that's why we're limited to only these ones. And they look like German pools. Yep. So I'm excited for when they actually release that next update, because then we should hopefully be able to utilize our own solo pool, so I can fire it up and mine to my own pool with a 0% fee. That'll be awesome. But again, depending on the hash rate, I do find that about the 30 mega hash mark is the profitability mark for my farm. Once it starts hitting 40 to 60 mega hash, which it does happen a couple times a day, every couple days, it's bouncing all over the place. It starts to become less profitable because it's a lot harder to find them blocks. Prices kind of on the dippy side here. It's not looking too great at the moment, but there are supposed to be some more listings coming. Yes, they are on CoinX. That's probably hurting them as well, because we just found out CoinX is halting everything in the USA. But then again, you can get around that with something like a VPN. So those options. So there's that. Let's have a quick look at the L3 Plus, seeing how it's fresh in my head. Say, look at this one, guys. Look at this. So let's open up this. This is from 306 Miner. He's in the live chat. He modded his freaking L3 Plus. And look at this. Let's open this up. All right, let's have a look. Pause. Oh, go back. I failed. I failed again. I didn't rewind enough. Pause. Oh my gosh. Are we not doing good at this? Okay, hit the button and pause. So we got 282.8 watts on an L3 Plus. It's not full hash rate though. It's not the 504. We'll get at that in a minute. It's coming in. I'm still waiting for the average 24 hours on it, but we'll see. And we're at 329 mega hash at 200 some watts. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That's looking pretty good. Now, if I bring up my little spreadsheet we got going on for my ASICs and everything, I'm going to come that. We're going to go into ASICs here. Now, where do I have it? Where do I have everything set it up for this thing? I put it in here somewhere. KD box 2, mini Doge 2. Okay, I put it right here. So let's just see if I can find a closer one. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. This one? Yeah, this one. Is it that one? That one? I guess this one will work. So here we got, I don't even have it up in big, so I'm just going to put that to bold. 12. Bold. 12. Actually, what's that number for? I don't even know. So currently we got the hash to watt ratio on the mini Doge 2 in hash mode and low power mode at 1.05 and 1.28, which is it's a decently effective miner in terms of efficiency that they're actually coming out with. And then here we got 214 at 234 watts. That actually brings it out. Wait a minute. Do I have those numbers right? Oh, that's the mini Doge Pro. Where do I put the L3 Plus? Oh, right here. The mod's over here on the other side. I wanted to compare it to that. So here we have the L3 Plus mod. It would cost me 74 cents per day to run at 282 watts. So I actually didn't work out the hash to watt on that one yet. So I apologize. What the heck were the numbers on that again? I got to figure this out. How much were you hashing at? So 329 mega hash. 329. We're going to divide that by our 282. That's actually 1.16. I have that number somewhere. So I'm just going to put that right here. 1.16. It's just some random number that I'm just throwing in the middle of nowhere here. Bam. bold that up. 14. I'll have to put in a proper spot later. But we have a hash to watt ratio on the mod of 1.16. 1.16 is better than the Mini Doge 2 in hash rate mode, but slightly less than the Mini Doge 2 in low power mode. So that's actually pretty good. So let's just say if you wanted to load this thing up on your 5700 amp thing, so we're just gonna go 5700 watts, time that by 1.16, you could fit 6.6 gigahash worth of script hash rate on 5700 watts. Now, where do I have my thingamajiggers? Way down here. So let's just kind of compare this here. Let's put L3 plus mod. We could fit 6.612 gigahash on a 30 amp breaker at 80%. So bam, bam, 12. I guess we'll go to 14, make it a little bigger. There we go. So here's how it kind of compares. This is actually better than the Doge 2 in hash rate mode, as we can see, but slightly under the Mini Doge 2 in low power mode. But it's pretty good. This L3 Plus mod actually makes the L3 Plus a lot better now. Look at the original L3 Plus. And then when I did this is based on the 660 watts using Hivon and Bliss firmware that you can drop it down for 504 mega hash. But if you were to default this thing, it is over 800 watts as a default L3 Plus. But these numbers here are based on the 660 watts for the 504. So we can see this mod is greatly better than the original L3 Plus, which puts the L3 Plus as a pretty decent miner again, if you could all go out there and mod it for yourself. I don't have any of the tools and stuff to do it, but it's possible by the looks of things now. So that's awesome. That's awesome. That brings more prospect back to the $50 to $200 L3 Pluses, making them kind of worthwhile. At the same time, if you already have one or you want to buy one and you see them cheaper, that would make it a way better buy than buying the Mini Doge 2, which is coming in at around $500. So you can get two of those and almost double your hash rate. So that's pretty insane thinking about it. This means Mini Doge 2 for $200 because that's how much you can get. Yeah, exactly, Zapire. That is exactly what I'm saying. The Mini Doge 2 is not really worth it if you can now mod dirt cheap L3 Pluses to get around the same efficiency. Now, there's something very interesting going on. I believe Coastal Crypto, is that them? You guys know Coastal Crypto Mining already? You know, they do rental services. They're also selling hardware and stuff now. I caught one of their streams a while ago, and it seems like there could be a lot more tweaking to the mini boxes, the KD boxes, the mini Doges. Seems like they've been playing around with voltage and stuff within them. Now, there's no firmware that allows you to actually do. There's no Bliss firmware for them. There's no HiveOS firmware, but they've been like just, I guess, on their own doing things within these, and they're able to get these gold shell mini box miners to do some pretty crazy stuff. So they might just be very limited on firmware. Now, they're a couple of years old now, and we haven't seen Gold Shell really try to update any firmware or do anything with their older Mini Doges and Mini Doge Pros. They're just doing their hash rate and low hash rate modes now with the version 2 boxes and everything. But it sounds like they are playing around with stuff. So, you know, if someone could actually drop some firmware and allow some custom, maybe HiveOS will do this eventually. They seem to be doing that with a lot of miners lately with Hivon firmware. Maybe we're going to see some better efficiency numbers coming out of these mini Doge miners moving into the future. Maybe we can boost up the hash rate a bit more, as well as drop them voltages down and run them more efficient. You know, these things are a possibility based on what Coastal Crypto is kind of saying. But again, you know, no one's doing this. Gold Shell's not doing this. They're just pretty much pumping out their miners and hoping it's great. But again, yeah, the L3 Plus, $50 to $200 is the same efficiency pretty much as the new box miners, which makes them look like a better buy now, as long as you can do the mod and everything by yourself. So I don't know, like I don't have all the tools. I do have a couple of videos on Discord. I'll try to go over and link them to you guys in a bit. But yeah, there's ways to show you how to do it. I just don't know how to do. You got to solder some stuff, bypass some things. You need to run a different voltage coming out of your power supply. And I don't know, but it makes the L3 Plus a lot more efficient than it previously was. So that's pretty sweet. What do we got here? Let's go up to the live chat. What do we have going on here? We have Jock McMahon, I forgot. Got mainly AMD GPUs. Yeah, AMD's, I feel bad for AMD GPUs. They're really limited on everything. Hopefully they get a lot more miner support for more coins here very soon. You got 1K coins on Furo to the moon. Nice. There have been quite a few people actually getting in on the Furo train. I don't follow it too much, so I don't know. But hey, you know what? It could do something. Sorry, TCC Tachi coin. Yeah, we went over that a little bit. What's going on with the XDAG? Okay, that's where we started. Scrolling on down there. RabidMining, please see my question above. How to know which algorithms need low clock high memory, high clock low memory, etc. Please help me. I keep crashing my rig. Do you have a guide? Anyone else help? Yeah, I don't know how to tell you like which algorithm is what. The best way is to either look for videos of people that tested whatever coin you looking for, or you know, I don't really know. It's all algorithm based. Everything is based on a different algorithm. So many coins just require different types of overclock settings and so on. That's too high backwards. I'm still testing. I have 24 L3s taking my time. Backwards miner, 24 L3s. Nice. Are you doing that mod though, backwards miner? You know about it and everything? You're actually modding it up and getting it ready to roll? Mini Doge is 2 L3 hash boards. Is it really? How? It's 2 L3 hash boards, but one hash board is bigger than the mini Doge. But you know, I guess they can compress the chips a lot smaller and put them all closer together or something. But that's interesting. So in theory, if you could mod that out with the L3, you could technically mod out the mini Doge as well for the same thing. If that's true, I don't know. What do you think about Radiant? Radiant seems to be gaining some traction and perspective. Radiant also sounds like, I don't know. That's the one major thing. Obviously, right now, you're going to want to stack up your coins on across Caspa, Nexa, Radiant, and so on, because eventually, I believe all three of those coins are probably going to be nailed with FPGAs. But then we all fall back. FPGAs are very hard to get, so there probably won't be that many out there as well. And then the people that do have them are obviously at a big advantage over everybody else. So we don't know. So we don't know the full capacity. But like we went through this question yesterday. I know we're all saying they're hard to get at. It's never going to happen, whatever. So if all of a sudden a huge stock of FPGAs came in and you could literally buy them, you had one, yeah, in stock right now, buy one. Would you buy it? And most of you said, yeah, we're going to buy it. Of course we're going to buy it. Why wouldn't we buy it? That's what everyone's answer was. If we could get our hands on them, yes, we're going to buy them. So there we go. If the stock becomes available, then these coins are no longer going to be good for GPUs. But that's the major issue right now. They're not available. It's very hard to get, and they are expensive if you can find one. So who knows? We'll trade my FPGA for a PGN ASIC. There's Retro Mike. He wants to get, that's PGN. That's the whole Aeon, or not Aeon. Not Aeon. What are we talking about? Aleo. Aleo, the ZK, and all the rendering operations. Is that what you're referring to, Retro Mike? You'll swap your FPGA in for one of those new style server type of operations that seems a few more coins are starting to move towards that are gaining traction. Pigeon coin. Rocking some pigeon coin. Okay. Nail some pigeon coin. We'll trade my FPGA. Okay, we went through that. Check HAS diamond cards. Hakash, is that how you pronounce them? Hakash diamond cards? It's on Discord. I see Chump Change is in the house. He wants someone to DM the info. Is that about the L3? I will rip all my mini Doge apart. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, someone maybe Chump Change can probably figure that out. He does lots of gadget stuff. So, yeah, get Chump Change the info. He'll rip his stuff apart. But again, I still don't know. Where's the info coming from about the mini Doge being the same, being L3 hash boards? Because is it just a compression thing, smaller board, but the same chips being on it? Because the hash boards in an L3 are like bigger than the Doge miner. So I still don't see how they would be the same, but unless they compress them. But who knows? But at least for the L3, it sounds like you can definitely get some Doge 2 performance out of them. You paid $1. So it costs $1 to do the mod. That's it? Okay, well, that's definitely worth it. I might be able to afford that. I got word from Osprey, and it sounds like their E300 pre-order units will be shipping soon. Yeah, I was actually looking at their website the other day, and those E300s, they're $5,000. But at the same time, I got more money invested in GPUs, and those things will do better than all my GPUs combined. So it might be worth the $5,000, especially if you think Caspa is going to go like 40,000% or something, 10,000, 1,000, whatever. Yes.
It's time to eat.
Okay. But yeah, who knows? The E300s, they definitely look deadly. I did test one out. I don't know if you guys caught that. I tested out one E300. The E300 actually has 3 FPGA boards within it, and it did mine Caspa at about, now they are claiming it's around 200 watts. After I tested it, and the fact they later reached out to me and said, oh, we thought they actually had one miner and they thought they had 2 plugged in. So it sounds like it's more like in the 400 watt range, not the 200 and some watt range, but it did do like 14 to 15 gigahash, which was crazy. And it got me like 14 or 15,000 Caspa coins within 24 hours. Now that was before obviously the big recent price or hash rate spikes hitting the network. But yeah, they're crazy, those miners. And they are supposed to be releasing firmware for the E300 for Ergo, as well as Radiant, which adds us back into the Radiant Nexa Caspa thing. Eventually, those will be overrun with this better, more efficient type of hardware. But it comes down to availability. Does every FPGA or ASIC need to sound like a jet engine? No, it doesn't at all. Zero. It's the fans that make them so loud. So if you can find an option to convert those fans over to either lower, if they don't actually get that hot, you could use Noctua Industrial low RPM fans and run them super quiet, like what I run on my L3 Plus and stuff. You can't hear the thing. It's a slight little hum, 0 volume, and that's it. And it works because they don't chips in the L3 Pluses actually don't get that hot. Again, ambient temperature will matter, but if you move on to like, who knows how these FPGAs and stuff, how hot they get, you may need faster fans, or you can get those big jet blower things, which are actually quiet, and you just, put a little attachment on there and it'll blow the air through you. You don't even need to use those 7,000 RPM fans. So it all comes down to the fan. If you can find a lower RPM, bigger fan option or something, then definitely go that way. And you can quiet any miner down. Any ASIC miner out there, you can get quiet if you have the right tools for the job. Recently bought the Ipollo V1 SC and SC Plus models. The SC Plus models are advertised as quiet home miners. Sounds like an airport in my office. Is the fan ramping up and down? And what firmware are you on? I sometimes used to have that in a middle ground. I can't remember what firmware, but there was a couple firmwares out there that did do the ramping up and down. The latest firmware seems to have stopped that on mine, but other people are saying it's still kind of ramping up. So you may just have to set a steady 60-65% fan speed manually, and it should stop all that. Okay, yeah. Oh, speaking of the Apollos, let's check this out. So I don't know how to get the full data on here though. Let's just see if we can go back to the beginning. Let's start here with, I guess we're gonna start with this whole ZIL thing. Remember way back when we were talking about ZIL and FlexPool and all these things. Now it's been a while since I've been ZIL on FlexPool, but let's just see if they have way back when type of rewards. So if we can go back here, these are rewards per block. Daily, when is this? February 12th. Oh yeah, I got my other ones on there just for a second. Oh, I can't go back far enough to see. Will this have it? No. Oh, maybe right here. Okay, 70. Oh, that's payments this year. I don't want that. Darn it. I can't look. We can't look way back. I'd have to look at the video. But we can start with Crazy Pool. So anyway, we went over that. We saw Flex Pool wasn't paying out so great. And then we went to Crazy Pool, and Crazy Pool was looking good. So let's check this out. We're going into Crazy Pool now. And I actually moved a bunch of stuff. So here's ZIL on ETC. Now, right now, I got my GPUs on it, so we can't look at this. So back in here, around this range here is when I had my Ipollos as well as my Jazz miners on here. Now, the Jazz miners, they don't mine ZIL, so it doesn't work. So we're getting here. And then I started mining with my GPUs, Nexa plus ZIL, some Caspa plus ZIL, and so on. That moved it up to here. So this is all with GPUs and my Apollos, 49, 50, 52, 48, 49. One spike here day I had 60, 58. But before that, it was 20 to 30, where FlexPool was sitting around 16 to 22 or something. And obviously we have this. Now, who is it here? K1 Pool recently added in new Ipollo support. On top of that, Ipollo has new firmware. So if you come in my website here and you come into crypto mining hardware, we click on the old ASIC button once it loads up. What's going on here? Probably because we're live streaming. We click on ASICs here. You'll see at the top of the page there is some new Ipollo firmware. And Ipollo told me that this is actually a ZIL boost. So version 0.8.115 ZIL boost. This increases your ZIL hash rate or shares found or something. I don't know what it does, but it's supposed to boost your ZIL. So I got the ZIL boost firmware on top of moving over to K1 pool, and I'm seeing a decent jump in that. And K1 pool added Ipollo port. It's nowhere on their website. Their actual port you have to find is very secretive through their Telegram and stuff. I'll log into one and get it for you guys here right quick. But if I go into ZIL here, look what I made yesterday. 59 ZIL with only my Ipollos. No GPUs or nothing. 24 hours, that made 59. This is like over a 50% increase utilizing ZIL with your ETC. So let's just actually look at both. Let's go to my ETC here past 24 hours as well as ZIL past 24 hours. So here we're going to look at where we at. My stats, go into ZIL, my stats. So here's how much I made in the past 24 hours with just my Ipollo. This is one version of every Ipollo. The Mini Classic Plus, the V1, which is the gold one, the SE, and the SE Plus. So one of each model altogether. And that looks like in the last 24 hours, $3 at current price, $3 USD and ETC. And then with ZIL in the past 24 hours, rewards, last 24, that's $1.46. So it looks like the price came down a bit. It was a little over $1.50. But we have $3 to a little over $1.50 when I was actually looking at everything. So now it's slightly under 50%. But every other pool is saying extra 20 to 30% when this is in fact like 50% boost on K1 pool. So I am seeing a nice boost utilizing K1 on your Ipollo miner. So actually, I got to go to a different screen here and I'll try to find that port for you because I can't remember what it is. So I got to actually log into my router first so you guys can't see this. 1, 2, 2, 2. So I'm going to go into this. Is this one of them? All right. So this is one. Here's one of my Ipollos. All right. So now I can bring it back over here. So let me just find my miner configuration. Here is the port. So the K1 pool port, can you see that? No, you can't. Right here. So it is 3822. So I'll put that in here if you guys want to try it. 3822 is the port to use on K1 pool for Ipollo. This is an Ipollo only specific port optimized for Ipollo miners. So it seems to be doing very good. Now I want to run this for another day or two, and then I want to swap it over and put only my Ipollos on some of the other pools as well, just to see how it's going to kind of compare. But usually if they're, within 1 or 2 or 5, whatever of each other, it could be a good day, bad day. But I actually seen no GPUs or nothing on here. This is a big boost on Ipollo. So I can clearly see that K1 is doing amazing for ZIL mining, Ipollo plus ZIL. It's huge. It's massive that you're getting there. Now, if you are to mine just a single coin, that's the other kicker here. Because if you're only pointing your GPUs or something to K1 pool for ZIL, they're actually going to charge you like 25%. So you have to mine the main coin with the same hardware, which is why the Ipollos are coming in. They're mining ETC on K1 pool as well as ZIL on K1 pool, and that actually supposedly drops it to a 1% fee, which is maybe why we're seeing that big boost. Because as we know, the ZIL fees aren't really publicly known. They're saying 1 to 3%. Crazy Pool recently increased theirs after we said, hey, these ZIL pools aren't looking too hot. They're lying to us all. They showed a 10% on mining pool stats now, but everyone else is still only showing 1%. And the numbers are not matching up with anybody. So yeah, this is what sounds like K1 is doing, though, is if you are only mining ZIL, it's going to be around 25%. And if you are mining their main coin, they say they're dropping it to 1%. So that could be why we're seeing that increased boost with the Ipollo miners. But again, we don't know for sure. I wish K1 would add a private port for FW/ZIL. It's more, yes, FW is the more profitable coin as the main coin for sure. 100%. Can't deny that. But it seems like with everything, it has to be an ETC. Even Flexpool releasing the E9 Pro support for their ASIC miners. You have to do it with ETC firmware. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt right now, honestly. But yeah, FW is currently the most profitable coin. So we don't know. What did I miss? Not too much. Just talking about various things. Oh, and if you are not signed up for K1 Pool, I do have a referral link if you want to use it in the description as well. I got links for everything, guys. And I do recommend everyone to not do a super chat, to please donate to the channel either through a crypto address or through the PayPal address, because YouTube does take 50% of everything. So, you know, ignore the super chats if possible and use a different method. I can sign up. Mining pool stats line. Yeah, mining pool stats is line 100% for sure. Definitely. Actually, so is everything. You know, I think the best way, if you truly want to see your profitability, do your own spreadsheets. Like we started the stream off. We looked at the difference between hashrate.no as well as what to mine, and they're showing two totally different numbers. And usually, sometimes what to mine actually does match up, but it's still really hard. You know, in the end, make your own spreadsheet. I did show you guys how to do that and how to stay profitable by looking for coins and setting up your own spreadsheets. That way you can see the profitability before you even waste your power moving to a coin, because there's a lot of uncertainty with a lot of these calculator processor telling you thingamajigger stuff. K1 is really good for GPUs on BTCZ as well. For looking at coins that mine on K1, I also mine Ergo on K1, and that does well. Interesting. Yeah, I never used K1 before, honestly, and this is the first time I actually used it, and it's kind of growing on me. But again, you know, I'm just doing the ZIL test. I haven't tried any other coins on it, but you know, it does seem like a pretty decent pool right now. What exchange do you think Caspa will list on after the community funding? I don't know. I guess it depends on the funding and how much funding they get. I imagine they're probably going to... Now, this is something we got to keep in mind. Now, there's a funding thing. Now, yes, you know, you want to get listed on Coinbase, Binance. They'll charge you a lot, like $500,000, $800,000. Like, it can get expensive. If you're in a bull run, you could probably look at a $1 million plus listing easily. But at the same time, you got to keep an eye. Thank you very much, Berserker, for the $3 CA. You didn't have to do the super chat, buddy, but thank you very much. 150 goes to YouTube. Much appreciated, though. 100%. Every little bit counts. But we got to keep in mind, when exchanges make their money off people trading, they want people to trade all the time. That's where they get their fees. That's where they make their money. So if they see something heavily being traded, they're going to jump on it. They're foaming at the mouth, and, you know, they'll drop their fees to get something. Like, look at Dogecoin. It was on a few exchanges going all right, and then all of a sudden when it exploded, it got instantly listed like everywhere because people wanted Dogecoin, because people were actively trading it a lot. So if you're a small coin building up, yeah, they'll gladly take your money to get listed. But if you have massive trading volume and you're growing, they'll list you at for free or even at a massive discount. So it all comes down to it. Caspa, Alephium, all these could easily start being listed on larger exchanges at a fairly fast pace, because if they're bringing in the daily volume, that's all exchanges really care about. So we could see it happen. It'll be interesting. So yeah, I don't know what it could be. Not Kook. A lot of people see I don't know what's going on with KuCoin. For the past year, a lot of people really love KuCoin. They say how great it is, but it seems like for the past little while now, a lot of people are saying how much they hate KuCoin. Personally, I've never used it, so I don't know what the pros and cons of it are, but who knows? The devs should sell their coins to fund. Quit asking us broke miners to do it for them, barely keeping heads above water. That's true, but Caspa, that's how they get their fund, isn't it? Like it was a zero fund, zero pre-mine, zero everything. Now I don't know if a piece of the block reward is going to the devs or not. That's usually a common thing with most coins, but maybe they might be a 0% anything and it's all community funded. So maybe that's just the way they're doing it. The devs could be as broke as we are for all we know. We don't know. Or they could be rich as they could be millionaires. We have no idea. Just saying, they have big wallets. Well, if you know for sure they do have big wallets, then yes, they definitely should be doing this for them, not taking everyone else's. Maybe this is Conspiracy alert. I need a button for that. I need a button. Conspiracy alert. Wait, I know. We'll just do the echo. Conspiracy alert. Conspiracy alert. Conspiracy alert. Conspiracy alert. Oh, that kind of works. Anyway, so now I forgot what oh yeah, conspiracy alert. This is their mechanism for de-inflation. Deflationary mechanism is everyone send them your coins so that less coins are around. Just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm joking around, guys. That's not what's happening. Is Nexa good for mining as it is most profitable right now? See, that depends who you are, where you look, and what GPU you're on. Dynex, depending on the GPU, could be the most profitable. Depending on the platform you're looking at, hashrate.no versus what to mine, Caspa will be more profitable, Radiant will be more profitable, or Nexa will be profitable. Let's take a look. Here's 11 cent power. Let's hit the refresh button. Kaboom! Here we are. 11 cent power, refresh button. Oh my gosh. Is it 4090 is saying Nexa is making $1.80 after power. $1.80. Almost $3 on a 4090. That is insane if legit. We're buying 4090s, guys. All in 4090s. Let's go. ROI is still 895 days. That's actually pretty darn good. You know, a little over 2 years. Oh, crazy. 99 cents on Nexa with a 4080. The 4000 series guys are killing it. They're amazing GPUs for mining, but they're just expensive. At the same time, the 4090 is actually cheaper than when the 3090 drops, which is also crazy. But then, you know, here we got Dynex, Lithium, and so on. Now, if we go to what to mine, and what to mine does list Nexa and everything, we calculate that, do a refresh. Lithium just took the top spot now with 15 cents per day after power. Radiant's at 14. This is telling us Nexa on a 1070. Actually, here we go. 3070, Nexa at 10 cents. What is this telling us on a 3070? Next is the top one at 34 cents. So yeah, they are pretty close here. That's saying 34 cents after power. This is telling us what? Okay, this is telling us 10 cents after power. Hashrate.no is telling us 34 cents after power. Okay, that's a huge difference. So yeah, I don't know. In the end of the day, guys, use your own spreadsheets or something. You know what? Let's plug this into a spreadsheet. Let's find out. I'm going to go to my spreadsheet here. Let's look for Nexa. Let's see which one is closer. Nexa. This is GPUs. Where's my Nexa? Okay, here's Nexa. Now we need Nexa up here. Jump into Nexa. What is our current network hash rate? Is Nexa just died. You guys seeing this? Okay, let's do a refresh. Maybe that's just a glitch. There we go. That's better. That was like, whoa, what happened to Nexa? It just exploded. Holy, yeah, there goes. It's back to the 1.7 again. Next is going up in price as well. Everything's going up. All these new coins are going up while the rest of the market is tumbling. So we got 14.32 terahash hanging out on the network. Let's just jump into here. 13. What was that? I already forgot. 14.32. All right, Nexa, where are you? 14.32. 14.32 network hash rate. All right, we got. That's for that. We need our current price is 0017. And then we need our hash rate. What is the hash rate on the 3070? Come on. Let's see what you're telling us. What are you telling us? Hashrate.no, and our hash rate is a total of 66.5. 66.51. So we are getting 41,412 coins. Hashrate.no is telling us we will get 38,000. So my spreadsheet's telling me we're getting actually a little more coins per day, which is interesting. I guess that could come down to blocks being found. So we might have to update because the difficulty based on that. Let's find out. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Average block time is 134. Now, what's what to mine saying? What is what to mine telling us for coins per day? Let's make sure. Nexa. Where's Nexapow? What does it have for its hash rates? Nexapow. 66.51. Stop. 66.51. Now we need our power consumption. What's hash rate telling us? 109 watts. I think it's more than that, isn't it? Next, more than 109. I don't remember. It's been a while. 109 watts. Let's see. 109. Let's convert. Calculations complete. Oh, next is number one now. Look at that. 24 cents. Now they match up. They got individual numbers here. So that's interesting. Now they're matching up. 34,003. And what am I saying here? 34,000. So I'm actually showing I'm getting more coins than what they should. So I'm going to adjust that. It might be a network difficulty issue happening. Let's just see. Block reward is, yeah, 10 million. 10 million. Let's do this. So where is my seconds here per day? 86,400 seconds per day. So 86,400 seconds. We're going to divide that by the average block time, which is currently hanging in at 134.7 seconds. 134.7 seconds. 641.42 blocks found per 24 hours at the current difficulty of blocks being found. Times that by 10 million is, that is, oh crap, that's a lot of coins that I'm going to have to put into here. Let's see if it changes. Oh yeah, it's down a bit. It is down a bit. So let's see. So 6, 4, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 8, 9, 7. Bam. Now it's saying 29,000. Now it's saying 29,000. Now we're a little low. Now we're a little less coins per day than what they're saying. Regardless, I guess they're all pretty close if you got the right numbers in. So yeah, Nexa actually might be the most profitable coin to currently be smashing out right now. That's what I'm debating. That's what I'm wondering. What should I mine? We have all these coins. Now, seriously, here's the question. You know, I'm going to put up a poll for this. We need a poll. I think we need a poll. Show your support. No, yeah, I'm gonna give myself a donation, guys. I can't afford my own donation. Engage with your audience. Engage. Start a poll. Okay. Which coin will pump the most? Okay, we got that one. That one. That one. What other one should I put in there? What are we missing? I guess we can go. I can't add anymore. Okay. All right, let's ask you guys, between these coins, which are the current profitable ones, which one do you think is going to pump the most in the next bull run? And that's the one we're going to mine. Because we want the most amount of profits. Now, what do you guys think is going to pump the most? Most gains and smashing out in 2025. You're missing Pigeon. Yeah, I know. I'm missing Pigeon. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at how the network is doing on Pigeon Coin currently. Pigeon Coin, how are you doing for us, Pigeon? 7.46 gigahash. Price is plummeting. Someone rug pulled Pigeon just now. Who did that? Who just rug pulled Pigeon? Look at that. Poor Pigeon. Poor Pigeon. Someone just buckshot it. Hope you all had a special day for Valentine's Day. See, look at that. Aw. We got Zerg pool. Oh, no wonder. Zerg pool. When Zerg pool is the top pool of something, that it's not really a good thing. Why? Because everyone is probably getting paid out in Bitcoin or something, which means that's 100% sell pressure that's happening. Poor Pigeon. Never delivered their Pigeon down a lot. Was delisted from CoinX. Well, being delisted from CoinX doesn't matter because CoinX just delisted the entire United States. So, you know, I don't think that's as bad thing as it sounds. But never delivered on their chat app. That could be bad. Why do you see life in this project? CoinX announced delisting of Pigeon, so it's only on Safe Trade now. All CoinX users were selling off. Gotcha. That makes sense, but all CoinX users in the US are probably selling everything, or at least transferring somewhere. Hack Cash with BTC Ethos and 17 mil max supply of Hack D will pump hard. Awesome. Awesome. Here's a question for you guys. Seeing how it kind of came up. Hakachi, Tatachi, or whatever. Tachi. It's not even here anymore. Did I spell it right? Tachi? Is it Tanchi? Tenchi? Hitachi? What the heck is it? Oh, it was never on. That's right. It's not even on here. Never mind. I can't even look because it's not even on here. So I'm going to have to go into our plan. Yeah. So there's this coin. It's not even on mining pool stats yet. It's at like block 1000 now. Anyway, I am mining it just so you know, but I'm getting about 90 to 120,000 coins per day. Hey, what's going on? Why is this rig showing? Oh, difficulty 1 miners. Where am I? Huh? Oh, okay. I'm like, where's my rigs? But I guess I'm in second place here. So there's me right here. I'm in second place on the art plant pool. So I'm rocking this coin and I have no idea what it's going to do because this is a 100% spec mining coin. I am not planning on holding this coin at all in any way, shape, or form. But it is another fork. It's a the Lightorium dev allegedly did this. So if this thing comes out at like, when people start getting into this, we know we have the node phenomenons going on. Let's just say, you know, I'm doing about, let's say 90,000 coins a day right now. 90,000 times 0.000, 3 zeros and a 1. That's about, that's only $9 a day. That's not too bad. So hopefully it goes higher than that. Now if it goes 001, that's $90 a day. I don't know what the pump's going to get, but usually if you can get in on some of these ones early and the big quick pump happens, you can usually come out making around anywhere between $50 to $400 a day. Will it hit that mark? I hope so, but I highly doubt it will. But Tashi coin or whatever the heck it is isn't even listed on the exchange yet, but it sounds like that's coming sometime next week. So yeah, let's see. What do you guys got going on the poll here? Nexa at 16%. Looks like 58% of you guys are rocking the Caspa wheels. We got Lithium. It's sitting at only 8%. RXD at 18. Interesting. I just want to touch up on this again. If you're new to this, it might be good information for you. If you're not new to it, you already know what I'm about to say when it comes to these coins. So we're going to go to the close to ETH mark here. That one. Now, I should update this to see what it's currently looking like. Actually, I don't want our plant pool, mining pool stats. Where are you? Let's do a quick Nexa update. So it's at, we already know this, 0.07 Nexa. Bam. Whoa, look at that. Caspa, what is it at? Caspa is at, just want to get these top coins updated to see their prices. 0141. Nice Caspa. 141. Keep digging it. Oh my gosh. Did you seriously? Guys, hold on. We're going to have to redo this, but I think Caspa just is paying out more than ETC right now. And I believe this is pulling current price. Yeah, ETC is pulling current price. So yeah, that's there. Now, where's Lithium? Lithium is 37.72. Oh, and I don't want that. 20.2. Lithium is 20. Oh, it's down a little bit from yesterday's number, so that sucks. All right, so now I'm actually going to have to reorganize these because we have a new top dog in the house. Boom! Look at that. Caspa just took first place for paying miners the most amount for their hash. Caspa is the leader. They just surpassed Ethereum Classic in paying miners the most amount of money. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Now, I didn't know this was going to happen. What I wanted to point out here is a Lithium. Yes, they're pumping. Yes, they're doing good. But look at, they're only paying $12,828 to their miners, which means it's not going to take many GPUs to move over to their network for their profitability to drop. So in theory, for them to match Caspa in terms of hash rate and hardware online, they're going to need 100x. You know, you're going to have to add 2 more zeros on here to act. No, not quite. They're going to need like a 1.2x. 100x will put them at like 1.2 billion. So that's wrong. But anyway, you can see what we're talking about. They're not, Lithium isn't really paying miners that much money. The price is looking awesome. If you're an investor and you're holding, great. But it's not going to take much hash rate, and the profitability will dump very, very fast as hash rate moves over to something like a Lithium. On the other hand, Caspa definitely has the cushion to absorb hash rate because look at the amount of money it is paying. That's insane. That is awesome. Look at that. That's all. We have a new top dog. Caspa is literally paying the most out of any coin. Do I have Nexa in? Yeah, I have Nexa in here. Yeah, Caspa's paying is the blah, blah. I'm excited. I don't know. Caspa is the proof of work king right now. Whew, I got it out. Caspa's legit. I did not know this. That's awesome. Is that awesome now or what? Caspa's king. Caspa is legit king right now. I'm going to make sure ETC, we're just going to double check our numbers, make sure ETC is where it's supposed to be. But yeah, it's looking like Caspa is the new top dog king. Price 21.02. Oh, this is not pulling 100% correct data. I'm going to have to manually enter this. 21.02. Oh, it's close. It is so close. It's like neck and neck. You guys see that? 337,672 on Caspa versus 337,119. Caspa is still the leader by like not $500 or something. But yes, it is still there. Caspa still has the lead. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane to think about. Yeah, all in Caspa, guys. All in Caspa. We're going to end this poll. 59% think Caspa. Do you want me to rerun that poll? We might have people thinking a new thing here. That's crazy. That's awesome. I was not expecting this. This is exciting times. And remember, Caspa, these things weren't here before Ethereum. Caspa was here, before the Ethereum merge, but I don't even think it was listed at the time yet. It was 100% spec mining. And we all talk, hey, new coins may emerge, and this might push GPUs back into the profitability range. And we legitly took, Caspa just became the king of paying out miners proof of work. That's crazy. They are definitely getting the security they deserve. That was awesome. 6 Ergo. Let's have, I don't even know. We got to keep in mind, Ergo, Flux, Ergo. I don't even think, I didn't even do, this is with Flux before the halving still. That's how bad Flux is. They're not giving miners no money. They're for the miner, all the miner, always about miner. They're not paying you guys nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is before the freaking halving still, this price. And they're at 34,000. So that's not good. Let's divide that. We're going to have to do let's do the halving right now. 44. Actually, this isn't full halving though. This is a little higher in terms of block rewards to match up with parallel assets, so I could get my numbers to match up with what to mine set. So in theory, Flux didn't fully halve. I know you're confused. I didn't do the video on this, but it's true. Flux halving went by, and the block rewards are cut in half right across the board to miners and the nodes. But to miners, it actually didn't fully get cut in half 50%. And you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? You're lying right now. You're full of crap. No, because the halving didn't pull out the parallel asset part. The blocking did, but we still had the halving in there. The parallel assets didn't have. So we still are slightly above a full halving. So really, maybe we only dropped like 40%. No, I really got to work out the numbers to see what it actually works out to be. But bottom line, Flux is one of the smallest proof of work networks that are out there. It's true. They're not paying miners. There's not much hash rate on here at all. In terms of, we can try and work something out right quick and have an idea. But, Ravencoin has 3 times as many 3080s on it than, what Flux does. In terms of security and hash rate and hardware that's online securing these networks, Flux is a very small network compared to a lot of the other ones. Ergo is almost 2 times the size, or even is over 2 times the size. And I got to change that. I got to update all those charts. I think that's going to be interesting information. I'm going to go through those charts maybe sometime today or tomorrow, update all the numbers and get an idea, just, hardware on each network, so we can get an idea of the size of each network on a proof of work perspective. Okay, I need Caspa ASIC. I know. E300, like everyone's saying, oh, they're garbage, they're crap. You don't want an FPGA, you don't want an ASIC, you don't want this. But I've been saying ever since they started getting announced, this is the evolution of Caspa, Nexa, and these other coins are FPGAs. The E300 can mine Radiant, well, not yet, but they will be, they're saying, with Ergo. And I believe it's just with normal Team Red Miner firmware. So it's not like some crazy thing that you got to pay some dev $100 to buy it off them. Like, this is open firmware from Team Red Miner that the E300 is using. I keep seeing Epic on profits list. It's always paying out well. Never got into it. Epic Cash. That's something I plan on looking to it as well. That's interesting. I don't know how it works. It does sound like if anyone ever gets a hold of your password though, they can just take all your funds. And you do got to use your password when setting up like your HiveOS flight sheet. And it also sounds like, due to the fact that it's a 50% proof of work, 50% other algorithm, and let's have a look at that right quick. So many things going on, guys. So many exciting things. This is awesome, really. So there's 3 here. There's ProgPow, Cuckoo, and Random X. You guys can't see that. So it's on 3. It's a 3-way algo of Epic Cash. Now, it does sound like, and I don't know how to set it up yet. I got to talk to Keaton. He said he'd help me do this. He's a HiveOS manager and stuff. But it does sound like, while you are not mining Epic Cash directly on your CPU, you could then mine XMR. So in theory, you're kind of merge mining a little bit of Epic Cash as the main coin and XMR on the side and doubling up. So I still didn't look into this yet, and it sounds very interesting, but I'm going to try to set this up sometime and just see how profitable it may end up being. But yes, that's an option here as well. It's going to be pretty cool. I think the entry for miners is set too high. Yes, the entry is kind of high. That's the issue. When these miners come out, like the E300s and stuff from Osprey, they're $5,000. It's not like going out to buy, spend a couple $100 on a GPU. You guys drop $5,000. Now think about it. I saw some people, they got 100 GPUs on Casper. They got 50 GPUs on Casper. They got 20 GPUs on Casper. Now you can still mine other coins. There are a couple pumping up in profitability right now. But all those GPUs, you probably spent more than $5,000 accumulating them. So if you plan on looking for more GPUs for Casper, maybe you want the E300 instead. If Casper does do what it's going to do, or we hope it does, it'd definitely be worth it. But if it doesn't do any of this, that's the big iffy. What if it doesn't pump 40,000% or 1,000 or whatever? But it's doing great. It currently legitly took over the proof of work paying miners. It's the largest paying to miners proof of work thing. I think I got to do a video on that. I don't know if anyone really realizes the level Casper actually just hit. No, has anyone said that yet? Does Casper legit? We just found that out. Casper legitly just took over as the biggest proof of work security coin out there right now. Really, merge mine? Well, it's not a merge mine. It's not like where you're mining it side by side like Dogecoin or stuff, but it's almost like ZIL mining in a way. You mine like XMR, and then when it's time for the random X side to enter, it swaps over to Epic Cash. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, don't think of it as merge mine like Doge and Litecoin. It's more like ZIL mining Epic Cash, but alongside XMR, I guess in theory is the way it kind of sounds like. Again, that's just, some rough numbers. I don't even know if that's fully how it works, but that's the way it sounds like you can set it up to do it that way. I don't know yet. I got to try. I got to set it up. I got to see how it is, and we'll know from there. But, interesting. It's cool. It's definitely be awesome. I'm waiting for Casper to dip. It never does. I know that's the thing. It never does. It's got to dip eventually. We got to keep that in mind. It's not going to, imagine if it just keeps going up for the next 2 years. That'd be insane. I doubt it. It's got to dip eventually. It's going to hit a level. But right now, it's definitely holding strong for sure. I think Casper will make us millionaires. I know. So I said I got up. I saw my power bill today. I shut my GPUs off. Now they're back on. And they're on Casper. That's where I put them on. I was like, look at all these coins that are pumping. So I wasn't even going to really live stream today. I watched the hockey game. I didn't get a video out today. And then I come in and talk to you guys. I was like, okay, you know what? I want to get everyone's opinion. What do you guys think we should mine? And looking at these, and I'm actually glad I did, or I wouldn't even have known, the level that Casper hit. But yeah, I do have my rigs on. They're on Casper right now. As you can see right here, we got my CPUs doing that. The Tachi coin or whatever it is. But yeah, that's the big thing right here. So hopefully this kind of pays out. Now, obviously, we all wish we would have got into it sooner and earlier. I know Son of a Tech, he got onto that ASAP early. He was way in there early. He has a lot of coins. So that's awesome. If it pumps, that's great on Son if he can actually, make some nice bank off it for sure. Ergo plus Casper plus ZIL triple mining. I wouldn't limit general. You'd be limiting your Casper yields though by using Ergo, and then it becomes unprofitable, I think. Because dual mining, it's not like merge mining with script ASICs and stuff. You're not setting full hash rate for the same amount of power across 2 coins. You're using more of your GPU, which increases your power costs, And, you know, you're getting a little less hash rate across both coins. And really, if you want to remain the profitability on any of these coins, you want to pump your 100% efficiency towards that coin by itself. Plus the ZIL. ZIL is totally different. It's like mining a dev fee, and, you know, it doesn't really affect anything. But if I was to, I'm not doing any Ergo plus anything. No this plus any. Actually, I'm doing Caspa plus ZIL. Yeah, anything plus ZIL. But, you know, if you want Caspa, Lithium, any of these main coins, I'd probably just utilize your complete hash rate, full on out to it. Merge mining, it doesn't seem like a good idea. Again, if you have cheap power, it probably doesn't matter. But I don't have cheap. I have 11-cent power, and that's cheaper than a lot of people out there. And it's more expensive than some people out there. But yeah, I don't know. Ergo's dead. Doubt it will even have a chance at all-time high next bull run. Well, you got to keep in mind, guys, I think Ergo's all-time high happened in 2017. It didn't even happen in 2021. So that's almost, you know, let's relook at that. Because I remember I looked at it again and I seen that it actually did. It went over like 60 cents or something. Ergo price. Let's have a look. Ergo. Take a peek. Yeah.
Are you done?
Not yet.
It's already time to eat and you missed it.
Okay, I'll be up in a bit. All right, so let's have a look here. So let's scroll down. Let's have a look at 2018. So here is 2017, $19.59 on Ergo. $19.59 Ergo 2017. Let's fast forward. Here's the peak of Ergo in 2021. $18.29. 29. Yeah. So Ergo peaked in 2017 and it didn't even see its all-time high in one of the biggest bull market we have had yet. It did not see its all-time high. So what does that mean? What if it goes even lower? Now it could see a new all-time high again. You know, bull runs get bigger, but 2021 was bigger and Ergo did not perform better than it did in 2017. So we could lose it. I think not Caspa. What am I talking about? This is another big uncertainty. I'm kind of leaning towards also a KDA. And you can tell who spent their life savings on the KA3 or not, because they're probably the most upset about this. But what if KDA does the same thing? I almost feel like this is almost a once in a lifetime pump. I don't know. Like, no one really talked about Cadena, obviously. We're coming in. No one talked about it. And all of a sudden, one day, it went to the moon. Boom, explosion, like out of nowhere, gone, rocketed off. And then it ran out of gas, and it's never really recovered since. This could be another Ergo. Believe it, like it or not, what if Cadena becomes another Ergo? It might not hit another all-time high. That is a very high possibility that might not happen. We also have a good possibility that it could. We don't know because this has only seen one single bull run. 2021 was the only bull run that Cadena actually hit. So we're putting a lot of faith in something that we've only seen one bull run to, and it pretty much shot up and went right back down the bottom in record time. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of uncertainty here. Obviously, what do we want as miners? We definitely want this to pump again. 100%. We need 23, 24, 25, $40 across Cadena, 100%. But there's a good chance it might not. A very good chance that we may not see it. This is a possibility for a lot of these coins. Just so what we've seen with Ergo, it didn't hit it. So it came close. But it didn't even hit an all-time high. So that's why we're looking at stuff now. Caspa's gaining momentum. Crypto market's down, but we're seeing some coins gain value. CKB is gaining value. CKB is like outperforming Cadena currently this year by like 3x or something. So the K7 might be a better miner. That's kind of what I wanted to point towards to, is CKB over K3, because I seen more value through CKB as the Bitcoin price moves. It kind of follows it, and it's keeping its momentum where Cadena is kind of flatlined right now. So I have more faith in that. But again, I'm not a trader. I don't know what's going on here, but these are possibilities we always got to open up our minds to and realize, like, something might not happen that everyone is saying is going to happen. Like, we're all on hopium at this point. So we got to realize, you know, a lot of these coins might not see all-time highs, guys. Just keep this in the back of your mind. You convinced me. I am buying all the Casper I can get and mine it till it explodes. Don't do that. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is just kind of how I look at things, and I'm guesstimating things. I'm all in hopium as well. I'm just thinking, you know, Casper looks like it has a chance. It's solid, steady gain, but we don't know. We don't know how it will actually perform. It means there's a lot more coins issued. Good luck pumping. Ergo, too much supply. Yeah, that's a good point there too as well, for sure. The second time BTC hit all-time high. Yeah, it didn't. Same with Ravencoin. It didn't at all. And that's why, here, let's look at this actually. Let's do CKB for it. Let's start with this. Let's start with let's go 1 year, year to date, all. Yeah, so let's look at that. Let's duplicate. Let's close out a bunch of this stuff so I don't have so many windows open. Bam, bam. All right, so let's go to this. Nope, not that. Duplicate. All right, so let's look at BTC for an example. We know Bitcoin's king. Bitcoin is Mac Daddy, king of them all. So here we go. Here's Bitcoin right there. Here's Cadena right here. So what date is this? November 13th, 2021. Where's November 13th here? November 2021. November. Where's November? November right here. November. So right on the, okay, so Cadena pumped on the second bull run, or the second spike to the all-time high, and then flatlined, as we can see here. So it missed the whole first bull run. Here's the first bull run right here. Boom, this little blip here. And Cadena did nothing on this. Like, look at Bitcoin went from 6,700 or something upwards to 63,000, and Cadena didn't even do a little blip. See, a little blip, nothing. And then the second one came around right here, which was the all-time high of Bitcoin, and then all we saw was a bam, and then nothing, died. So there's that. Now CKB on the other hand, let's look at CKB. We can see an actual double blipper, just like Bitcoin. See, look at that. Move there. Now, when was this peak? This was stop. So CKB's first peak was April 1st. So way before this one, actually. April 1st. Oh, wait, 4th. Right here. So right here, right in this area here is when CKB did its first one. So it did the incline just like here, just like what we're seeing here. It shot up, same Bitcoin one. And then obviously Bitcoin went down, Nervous went down, and then it shot back up again. Now the first peak was higher than the second peak, unlike Bitcoin, but it at least had the double peak here. And this one was at November 28th, and this one was November 9th, so slightly after. But regardless, it did hit the double peak here, unlike what we saw with Cadena that just dropped bottom. Now Ravencoin was kind of the same thing. Ravencoin shot up and then just died as well. But we are seeing actually some nice steady gains across Raven Protocol. They renamed. Is this the right thing? That's not right, is it? Raven? Raven. Wrapped Raven. Wrapped this. Liquidity. Ravencoin. Right here. Okay. All right, there we go. That looks better. That was the wrong one. All right, so let's go into this. Let's see where we're kind of at here. So this peaked at the high. It was like a straight up rocket. November, what is that? February 20th. So February 20th was before all this. So right in this area. February. Right here. So right here is when Ravencoin skyrocketed. And you can see this was the beginning of the massive boost. And then Bitcoin hit its all-time high over here. And then here we just went up. And then we kind of just went down. We did see an actually incline here. So that's actually not bad. But just like everything else. Oh, look at that. That's actually a nice boost. See, lately it is doing something. Look at that. Ravencoin's on a mark. Oh, never mind. I didn't have it up to date all the way. It died again. But yeah, so like Ravencoin was a big go-to. Everyone's talking about, has a massive army behind it, but it's still another one that may not see an all-time high or not. I hope it does, but I don't know. I said it is pumping. I was a millionaire when I mined over 1 million Digibyte, and then I sold it for BTC and paid back my investor and bought a nice computer. Oh, crazy, crazy. Oh, you tricked me. What? I said it is pumping. 0.0041 price is problematic. What number are we looking at? But nervous has a problem. What's the problem? It shows the signs it is alive, but it has a problem. Ravencoin looks alive. At RabidMining, yes, when you have 6 or 9 years worth of rapid block reward insurance, it becomes very hard to hit all-time highs. It takes too much capital to move price higher. Oh yeah, there's a lot of coins out there and stuff. It definitely takes a lot to do some stuff. Oh, how long have we been? Oh wow, so we've been here for a little while, guys. So does anyone know? Is anyone streaming right now? Is there anyone else we can point to? Is Chump going live? Anyone aware of this? Let me check my thing. Let's go into here. Community. Okay, it looks like Chump is going live. Mining Caspa. He's talking about Caspa mining. So let's see if I can find it. Customization. Scrolling through. Streams. Point. Paid. Where the heck is redirect? Great. Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Champ change. Oh. And there it is. All right. Save. Caspa historical data. Let's see. Like Caspa. Like this will only show when it like first got listed type of thing. So if we come into here, it looks like when it first started getting listed, it was last year. Looks like June 1st of 2022 is when it first got listed. Look at the price. Look at the price of this. 0.000225. 000. Let's do some quick numbers. Let's say you bought $100 worth of Caspa back then. So 100 times, or I guess 100 divided by 0.000225. That'll get you 444,000 Caspa. Now let's times that by the current price of 0.014. Your $100 would now be worth $6,222 today. Off $100. Oh, that's crazy, huh? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, look at that. We got Mr. Budweiser. Just rolled up a little late. He just got home. And we're just wrapping it up. But I am pointing everyone towards Chump Change. He's talking about Caspa mining. We just found out it is the largest proof of work coin to date right now. You guys heard it here first. Thank you for showing up. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I will see you all in the next one.
Rabid out.